for I can get the best deal. What am I going to do? Hand the guy a money order or a cashier's check? Or money talks when you're buying a used vehicle. And
right.
The teller argued with me. I got so pissed off because they were threatening to call the police. And I said, this is my money. So I turned around and I said, I want the bank manager. And the bank manager comes up and I said, look, I wanted $4,000 out of my account. Ooh, we can't do it right now. But we can give you like $1,500 right now. And you can pick up the rest tomorrow. And I'm going, wait a minute. I got like $30-some thousand in that bank. And I said, I have $30,000. I tell you what I want. Okay. It is like 11 o'clock in the morning. Before you close, I'm going to be back. I want all my money. Oh, that's no problem. We'll give you a cashier. No, I don't want a cashier's check. I want cash. Oh, we don't have that much cash.
Oh, bull.
That's what they were telling me. And they're safe. They said they don't carry that much cash. It would drain the bank. And I said, well, okay. So I argued enough. Okay. And I threatened the media and all this stuff. So, guess what? He made it 3 minutes longer than normal. And he lost his Skype. So anyway, what they did is by 4 o'clock that day, I came in there and they paid me all in cash. And I tell you what, I closed, that was the end of my bank account with them. I did nothing wrong. I just wanted $4,000 out of my own money so I could negotiate to buy a used truck for my son. No. Why should I have to take part of it today and part of it tomorrow? Well, you got my money, And the bad thing is, if you deposit money, don't ever deposit more than about, I think, $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 at a time. Otherwise, they put notations on it. The next thing, the IRS will contact you for an audit. Be careful about that one. But I tell you, that was one bank that it's a national bank. The one that's been in trouble a lot. The one that I guess on one of our car loans we had going back 12 years ago. Okay. They were going through, and when people were buying cars, people, showed proof that they had their own insurance. Like mine at the time, I had Geico. I didn't realize they were putting money every month. In other words, the payments were, I always figured out why were the payments so much higher than what it was supposed to be. What they were doing is charging me for insurance when I already had insurance. Now they got busted. I got a certified letter from the court, U.S. court. I got a letter from them, but they're saying to get my money back, I have to have a copy of my insurance policy 12 years ago. So I call up, Geico, and I go, hey, I haven't used Geico in 12 years, by the way. I switched over to the nice one with the little lizard. I go, can I get, oh no, we don't keep that. So I can't even get proof 12 years ago what my policy number was with Geico, because I certainly don't have the records after 12 years. But this Wells bank that, has been around since the 1870s, Wells Fargo, was charging people money on top of the loans, which they were scamming people. This has happened with Wells Fargo time after time. Some of the little things they've done. So I'm not knocking Wells Fargo, but I mean, why would you put some insurance on place on somebody's auto loan when they already have insurance and showed proof when they bought the vehicle, to get the loan in the first place, you had insurance, and then you sneak it on your end and expect it and owe me thousands of dollars, but the only way I'm going to get my money back without even interest on it, get my money back is if I can come up with a proof. Well, I'm going to call up Geico again tomorrow and bug them because I'm sure some way they can trace that down. But you know what? Think about this, people, how we get scammed by banks and credit unions out there and we don't even realize it.
It's true. If we did what they do. They would get us on a RICO Act or extortion or something like that, but they get away with it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's just, it makes me mad that, the same thing happened with the same bank on another thing. I bought a used, what was it? Travel trailer. And I had insurance on it, and they put their own insurance on it without even telling me. Okay? And again, I actually, though, at that time, I found proof. And they did give me some money back. It was like $2,500 back. But you think about that. I mean, over a course of, say you have a 4 or 5 year loan on a vehicle, and you were paid without realizing it, you paid money for their insurance, $500, $600 for a year. That adds up to a little bit of change.
Yeah, it does. And another thing about these cars, if you're buying a used car, you have to, I'm going to tell you how the insurance company is scamming. I know my couple exes back, they got her. She bought this used car. Nothing wrong with it. The body was all, matter of fact, there was a fender in the hood. It was all replaced. It was in a wreck, I guess, years ago, but it was all replaced. And, you get that on your, what's it called, Fox file or whatever, fax Fox or whatever. But anyway, so she got in a flood, so it ruined the car. But she had insurance. She had this thing where if something like that happened, they would cover most of the payments or the car off, pay the car off. So anyway, they had a catch-22 that a lot of people don't know of. Whenever that car was in a wreck, even though it had new parts on it, it was replaced, they count that against the car's value. So they took that $2,000 off the value, so it made it where they didn't owe her nothing. They made it look like that wreck just happened, and they had to just replace it, even though it happened to the previous owner. It was all new parts. It was the most bizarre catch-22 and a loophole I've ever seen, and it's such a ripoff.
Oh, be careful when you buy extended warranties from a car dealer. The dealer is not in business where my wife bought her Mitsubishi, but we had some problems with the Mitsubishi. No problem. We paid $2,500, or she did. I let her go out and buy her car. So her and my son went out and bought this car back in 2015, brand new. And the thing was, so I thought we had this extended warranty. It covered, electronics, the motor, and all this junk, right? Mm-hmm. I call them up, and they go, we have no record of it.
Oh, my God.
And I go, wait a minute, here's the policy number. It was all figured into the contract. Okay, there it was. And then the dealer, had it financed through whatever company they used to finance it, right? I call it the finance company. Well, we're not responsible. Yes, you did pay for it. No, I didn't. My wife didn't pay just $2,500 and some odd dollars plus change. You take that $2,500 and then you put, the interest rate on the vehicle, the amount of money she was borrowing. So that $2,500 thing probably cost her about $3,400.
Yeah, probably.
But the insurance company says, we have no record of it. So you call up what the remainder of the company is, right? And, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. They never get back to you. You call and the phone will ring, 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 ring. Now, this was a major car dealership back about 4 years ago in our area. Big one. They're not so big anymore. I wonder why. How many times did somebody sell? And it's not like you're paying them cash where they're putting the money in their pocket, right?
Right.
They're financing it. The money's getting paid off. They're getting the money, right? Mm-hmm. They know darn well that insurance policy, they never submitted it. They never paid for it. So they just, somehow absorbed the money.
Yeah, and that's something.
So when you guys go out and buy an extended warranty, the first thing you need to do, okay, wait about a week after you buy your car, call up and verify that actual policy exists. You'd be surprised. I bet you there's some dealers out there, especially used car dealers, will sell you an extended warranty. I also had an extended warranty on a Jeep off-road that I bought brand new. And I had some trouble with it after the manufacturer warranty ran out. And I had this extended warranty, which cost me, it was like $4,000, but it covered everything, right? Well, I call them up and I call up all the shops. Oh, no, we don't take that one. We don't take that one. I call up and, no, we don't take that one, right? Finally, I got upset because when I bought it from the dealership, the Jeep dealership, they said, you can come here, you can go everywhere. But even the Jeep dealership I bought it from wouldn't take it when I had a problem like 3 years later. Oh, we don't deal with them anymore. Finally, I call them up and they refer me to a dealership that would take it. I talked to them. They said, yeah, we'll take it. Where are you at? Oh, we're in Bellingham. That's 150 miles away, 160 miles away. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's some shadiness going on. Believe me. I went up to a bank about 6 months ago here and went to ATM, and they shorted me like $162 from the ATM. I didn't realize it till later in the day. So I go back here and go into the bank and say, look, your ATM shorted me $162. Can you look at your final day's proceeds and and you'll see the $162 difference there. And she goes, oh, no, we can't do that. Here's a number you got to call for the ATM. It's outside ATM. I'm like, okay. So I call them, and they said, well, and once I told them everything happened, they said, are you, you're not a member there? I said, no, it was outside ATM. They said, well, you got to go back in the bank. So they made me go back and forth. Nobody wanted to take claim of this situation.
Did you ever get your money?
No, I never did get my money back. Matter of fact. And I came so close to almost going to jail by being belligerent. I could just see it was going to cost me more in lawyer fees than was going to outweigh the $162. I just know I steer clear of that bank just because of a lot of issues that I may, get what you call bank road rage, so to speak.
I get my Social Security on a card, right? And I was going to this one bank. It's like a mile from my house, and I would insert it in the ATM every month when I get my Social Security check, and I'd take out my money, and then I'd put it in my pocket. This is when I was a little bit younger. This is going back 3 years ago. Like you, I didn't count it, and then I went with my wife. We went grocery shopping. Before I even get out of the car, I pull out the money and I count it. It's $100 short. And I count it. I give it to my wife. She counts it's $100 short. We look everywhere in the car in case it dropped out of my pocket, which it didn't. I go up back to the bank. Oh, the same thing that you heard. You got to call this number. So I called up this number, right? And they said, no, you got to go back and talk to the bank manager. I talked to the bank manager. Oh, no, they give you got to talk to them. You don't have an account here. So I got so mad. They were promoting their bank. It's a national bank on Facebook. This is back again 3 years ago. So I put my little thing on there, what I think of their bank, how I got shorted, and I put down the names of the manager, the person, that handled the ATM outside the thing, right? Put their names down. Yeah. It didn't take more than a day after I did that I get a phone call. Can you come down to the local branch? We got $100 for you.
Yeah, I was way. I was way too upset. I couldn't even. I know I was going to be on the verge of going to jail pretty soon because, they look at me and they like, oh, here's this mean looking guy. He's going to jail and he got all these nice bank people in here. I'm in a losing battle, even though they got me. The dang gone bandits.
Well, guess what? It's time to say goodnight. We'll be back tomorrow, with Mary Joyce on. And we're going to be talking about Bigfoot and cryptics again. Maybe a little earth changes, whatever she wants to go, whatever direction. Again, we're on weekdays from 6 to 10 p.m. Pacific West Coast time, 9 to 1 a.m. Eastern time. Tell your friends about Night Dreams Talk Radio. Check out our website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. And James and everybody else out there, have a great night.
Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.